Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the new map, Wagon Road, a public match for you. But before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. So, Wagon Road, we got 230 players right now in balances. Look at that, pretty dang good, perfect. So, our officers for today, on the CSA side, you got Willie Pete, Waluigi, Simple, Joe, Qual, and then for the artillery you have Scooter McGee and Mucko, whereas on the Union side you got Jack Sparrow, Pilot Man, Krabby Brute, Cornwallis, and then for the artillery you have Knob and Portugal. So, I forgot to turn that on. Let me turn this on quickly. I was recording the map intro right before this, which is why that wasn't always on. So, let's see here. It looks like a Union attack map, CSA defending. So, let's see. Point of contention is on the artillery. Let's see where the map boundaries are quickly. I'm guessing it's the snake fence here. Yep. And then countering on this side, it might be the snake fence or maybe a little into the corn. Okay, so it's the snake fence lines here. So Union's got a pretty direct assault. This is a unique map. Union's going to slam right here first. We'll look more at this map in a second. The Krabby Roots travel in the Qual.
My dad
Left side close, left side close.
So, aggressive start here from Krabby Brutes. Both flags are down here. But looks like Krabby Brute trying to use the big old cornfield to his advantage. Looks like Union's going to pull that one out. I mean, looking at the point, I can get why Krabby Brute's trying to go in the center here. He's about to be reinforced by more guys. Cornwallis. They have a nice little kind of congested area with the amount of stuff that's here, whether it be rocks, logs, trees. That's kind of a direct angle on the point. You do have some CSA. Why? Simple Joe is charging back here at Union positions, which I don't necessarily know why he's going that far. I mean, that's taking another 10-15 guys away from the main fight. You do have some Union trying to charge this side, which I don't think we'll see this too often. Pilot Man and Jack Sparrow are pushing CSA right. Union's kind of just taking ground at will right now. I don't think you'll see Union pushing up from this side. I guess if you zoom down, the hill is so slanted that it provides somewhat cover, especially from CSA Arty. But if CSA get up on that snake fence up there, they can still shoot down at you. So, regardless, though, Union has taken ground at will. They've pushed up even further on this side on kind of these rocks here. So, kind of like in Union's strategy so far, CSA just acting a little spread out and not really moving as quickly as the Union is, and Union's charging now CSA artillery, which there seems to be a lot of artillery on this. Remember, these new skirmish maps are for the drill camp maps, so these are not, you know, historical scenarios, but who really cares? So, Union's going to wipe through that quickly. More CSA artillery up top there, which CSA artillery is, you know, it's not that bad of a spot on this map. It's kind of overseeing a lot of things, which is good to see. There's not a lot of, there's some good arty maps. Conquest and Contention don't do arty justice as well. So, Union get clean wipe there. They're already up by a half a stage almost at this point, which just from the battle alone, it's not really surprising. These pop-ups are going to be frequent. CSA.
We cannot let them take this location. That's a huge company. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Company, move it up, move it up, move it up, move it up, move it up.
So, CSA trying to make sure Union can't get on their flank, because you can't let the enemy get behind you on your flank. So they're going to turn away from the Union that they were facing and face the Union that is now behind them. And the Union, taking full advantage of what's happening, are now going to roll up the CSA artillery and flank the CSA that pulled off. It's like these two CSA companies played more defensive. They held back, trying to hold ground, which is fine. The problem is that the other half of CSA team played very aggressive. One is still alive, harassing Union Arty, not doing much for their team right now outside of a couple kills. And then the other quarter got wiped right away as they tried to hold a very good position that I think CSA should try should have tried to hold. You can't let Union, I think, get on these grounds. So I kind of like that push up by Quail, but obviously with these new maps, we'll see how the meta progresses as time moves on. Union, though, slowly getting shot down on this side as they're kind of stuck. I don't know where their flags went. Did they die here? Can't tell because of the winter snow. Oh my, that pop-up's going to be severely annoying. There should be a setting to turn that off. Oh, looks like the flags just got shot down. So he should run out of bounds.
No, where do you think you're going?
But the officer should hit it.
Where do you think you're going?
There you go, good shit, everybody. Reform on the caissons.
So
Hold and reform on the caissons.
the problem is that there's no setting for that pop-up. It's going to turn on and off. So Cornwall shifting his guys back down the hill as CSA have retaken their flank.
You guys need to keep your flag up, gentlemen. You need to keep that flag up, guys.
So Union loses one flag in the process. And this is the funny thing, is that the infantry for Union is not caring about their friendly CSA artillery. Or I guess friendly CSA artillery. Friendly Union artillery, which honestly, Union artillery it's an okay spot. It's nothing crazy. So also Union's not pushing up CSA right side anymore. I wouldn't think. They had a nice flank there, but CSA responded well. Union didn't necessarily take advantage. But Union's in the lead nonetheless. They're up by maybe a third of a stage right now.
Alright, gentlemen, break close, take those blocks, advance. Let's go, gentlemen, let's go, we're advancing.
Hello.
So Union's gonna push up a little more.
Shoot him up. Hold here, shoot him out, boys.
And I mean, Union's taking what the CSA is kind of giving them right now. CSA on the backside looks like they're reformed. And so they are going to start shifting this way.
Out here at the corner, let's go,
Company, we have an enemy flag right there. Independent fire. Down that line, aim low. Aim low. Independent fire.
So they kind of got a nice spot on the hill, although it dips so much that it's kind of hard to see these Union guys.
Don't shoot on friendly. Good shit.
Union's going to drop to engage. That ticket difference is almost half a morale stage. You got some CSA trying to go around the side and flank Union. Not a whole lot of them. Looks like Union main spawns are starting to move out. The guys that got wiped up. So CSA will have a numbers advantage here in the meantime.
Yes, on the left,
Presence
guys.
are
Shift
stuck
more left.
above the
Shift more
log.
left. I don't know what you're doing back here. Shift more left.
It's funny, I don't think the presence
more
are
left,
supposed to
shift
touch
more
the
left.
ground. They're like hovering. And
Get on
so
the slide,
they're
guys.
hovering over the log. It's kind of funny to watch. So Union getting outshot. They're very much outnumbered on this flank, and so they got to pull back a little bit. But they've got nice little defenses, whether it be the rocks or it's just so steep downhill. And look, CSA might just charge us out.
Charge!
You heard Waluigi there. They're going to charge right in there. And I don't mind this at all. You're going to be able to retake all your ground. Maybe could have done it a little sooner, but they're retaking ground, getting some good kills. Unfortunately for them, that Union main respawn wave is now in action. That artillery shot ricocheted.
Alright, boys, no more stragglers. Come on, move out.
But CSA is now 2/3 of a morale stage. I mean, I guess we never looked at it. CSA's got 13 artillery, Union's got 14. They have heavy artillery here? That's kind of funny. Would not have expected to see heavy artillery here. Even like Harper's, but regardless. Oh, that guy wanted artillery, and artillery said, nope, you're gonna die. You got some Union going really far. Is that? Oh yeah, I guess it's coming out of that cornfield. Unfortunately for them, it's pretty wide open. I mean, again, I can't wait for this to be like summer, because look at these bushes here. That's going to be a thick, nice defensive line for CSA to have, at least on that flank. So most Union that are here are charging out to these artillery positions. The problem with Union is that ever since they got wiped on over here, they have been consistently outnumbered in terms of raw numbers on the field. They're winning on tickets, which is all that matters, but it gives CSA kind of an opening to I've never heard Waluigi getting that. But again, Union's still holding this ground, which is all that kind of matters. I guess they're holding out there because the Union's trying to spread out. They don't all want to be clumped up on these rocks. Some CSA are trying to charge down here, but you're charging down with only 10, 15 guys, and they're spread out. You're asking to lose a lot of tickets there.
Countercharge, man.
So, Union's gonna, I hear countercharge from Patriot, the NCO there. But I don't know how far they should go, especially with CSA now returning this way. That's the thing, Union's kind of creating chaos. And so CSA, who's trying to act more of a team at this point in the match, keeps running back and forth to different areas. They're like fighting a guerrilla warfare with these Union guys here.
Right side!
And so CSA now countercharging Union because Union went in there very weak.
Don't go past this tree.
Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Let's go. Good.
They're gonna shoot
that Rambo.
Who was saying that? It must have been a Rambo.
Guys, get that flag up or else he won't spawn. Get the flag up or else he won't spawn. Get the flag up or else he won't spawn.
So things are kind of settled down now. It looks like Union has all their flags and their artillery as well. Reforming, I mean, they got a long haul to get up to the fight here. That's really surprising. Yeah, it's surprising in the fact that Union and CSA were kind of here at the same time. I don't know why CSA didn't play more forward defensively, because CSA spawns in at the beginning of the match on point. So I don't get why CSA would let Union take this ground. But again, I think this is the first time this map's ever been played. And so as time progresses, metas will be figured out, new ideas will be tried out, which is why new maps are so needed for a game
keep up the fire, gentlemen. Keep it up.
like this. Especially when you haven't gotten new maps in roughly 4 to 5 years. I mean, since I got the game in the middle of 2020, there hasn't been new skirmish maps.
10 reinforcements coming.
Yeah, we're alone out here. We're facing their entire team.
That sounds about right for how I normally
Keep
play.
it up, Ohio. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
Yeah,
Hey, if a small company like ours, oh shit, we're equal to the biggest companies now. Shit, they want to join our company. All right,
It's almost as if we have a good leader.
just keep shooting. Yeah.
if you think he's a good leader,
Flattery.
you should join the brigade.
We can do this. We can
That's
defend this
like our
position.
CSA pushing out a little bit. Unions pull off that ground. It was not a great spot. A nice flank, but completely in the open. And with no leaves on these bushes, you can kind of see right through them. So CSA, Willie Pete trying to send his guys out to try to hit Union. And it's probably going to be a few minutes before we see the Union really get back in the action, because Union was never fully back in the fight, again, since the beginning of that wipe.
Hey, don't jinx it. They're gonna switch it here. Oh, fuck.
Ooh. And so, as Union approaches more, some CSA are trying to push up a little more. CSA seems to like their defensive positions here. I mean, they've kind of been able to outshoot Union there. They're not really trying to push forward and hold these lines here. You can kind of understand why they don't want to do that. You see it with like Cook's counter charge. If Union tries to hold the snake fence with the corn, CSA will just run up right to it, and Union as defender will get decimated.
Gentlemen, independent fire on the right side here. Underneath of that tree, at the base of that tree, guys. Fire at will on them, you can do this. I believe in you, boys. Independent fire at the base of that tree. Whether you got a candy cane or not, you guys got to be fire. These rifles is what wins the game. Keep shooting right down there, boys.
So, Union is about to drop to taking losses, but they're up by almost 3/4 of the stage. Union trying to apply pressure on this side, which CSA is outnumbered. Union's got a nice... The hill kind of peaks off a little bit here.
Independent fire, aim at their chest, gentlemen. Independent fire, aim at their chest with the fucking ball, gentlemen.
Look at that snow. It just looks so beautiful.
Good spacing, gentlemen. Good spacing.
So, as Union gets reformed, you got some Union trying to go further CSA right. They got a couple little rocks here in the open field.
I got one. I got a rib.
Oh, I see what you about. Yeah, it's really snowy. We got that hill to see. All they are missing is a stone wall.
And this is going to be, again, a slow shootout death for CSA. Union got 26 minutes to kind of do whatever they want. Looks like they're charging center and collapsing on Union right again. CSA trying to move up to the center line to reinforce, which it looks like the CSA initial defenses are going to hold that. Here comes the rest of the Union.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Help the team, help the team. Get in there, guys.
This will probably hit CSA down to breaking. CSA countercharging another Union company, so at least this flank charge from Union could work. Here comes some more presence.
Stop chasing. Stop chasing.
And so CSA are going to get a clean sweep through Union again. They've got 2 Union flags down so far. This is really unfortunate. I mean, CSA kind of had a really crappy start, but they've recovered very well. The thing is they haven't been winning the ticket fight the whole time, which is unfortunately how, for CSA, unfortunately for them, how it works. And these maps are subject to change with their balance. Obviously, as they're play tested more, we'll see how the balance is and go from there. I know some of the other maps, like Rivers Crossing, need to be way more balanced towards CSA side. Like, Union needs to lose tickets on that map, because Union can never hit last stand. It's a rarity to see CSA win these days. Very rare, and Union has to play abysmal for that to happen, which saw recently in the Grand Campaign. So, CSA's thumped up in the center. Union's charged up, took this artillery. They're moving on the point, because if they cap, they win. Looks like they're trying to get to the snake fence kind of quarter here before the CSA can get there. A lot of CSA's not reacting, though, except for this one company.
Come on, Union. Get up here. Here they come, they're coming, boys.
Here comes the rest of the CSA. He's got 2 flags here. Point is going right back in CSA's flavor. They're charging in the flag.
Thank you, Rebels, for letting me get the candy cane!
And he died with that candy cane. Cloud got him. So, Union getting wiped there. Union getting defeated in detail. I take a gap. It's still the same. It looks closer, but when Union hits breaking, or when any team hits a new morale stage, they drop tickets at a slower pace. It's like the bars are larger than what we actually see.
Pretty fun game. Hope you enjoy it. I try to give people the semblance of fun. You might falling, you're in the wrong company. I don't do that shit. Unless we're like, okay, no, that's a lie. I did do it, but I don't do it when I try to win. Or I do it when I'm already winning. You know what I mean?
What?
So far, I'm being
We came in we came in that little rant there a little too late. So Union's moving back up. They have 2 flags down, 3 actually. But Union's got plenty of time. It will most likely be a thing where Union's going to have to shoot the CSA down the last stand. And then once they do that, they'll get a big old dub. It would be impressive if CSA was able to overcome this ticket differential, but there's no really good way to do that. The only way you're gaining tickets back is by letting the other team cap point, but at this point, if Union caps the point, they win the game. So you can't really let your opponent cap. Are they going to try to go in the corn?
That fuse was short and bad. Okay, all right, there's the boundary. I figured. Yeah, they're forcing it to be in Artie Haven. All right, gentlemen, this probably looks way worse than the right flank, but we're gaming anyway. Everybody sprint on me. We're gaming now, boys.
True that.
I actually disagree. I think the one side looks kind of sad and ugly and miserable, but I'm going up anyway. I'm falling, baby. I'm going in. Yes, they are. There's a I am staring.
So he's just going straight in there. Union can afford to lose tickets as long as they still are up by a little bit and are able to do the finishing blow to CSA. So they're going to try to charge in here. I don't think this is a great idea, but they're just kind of going at this point. That artillery got a few guys, a few good guys. You got more Union guys coming up the hill as well behind Cornwallis. A lot of Union still moving out of their main spawn. I mean, these are going to be nice out of lines here. I mean, there's a good amount of guys in artillery for both sides. CSA infantry up on that snake fence trying to get some nice shots on Union as they charge in there, which they should get. That point is teetering.
Incoming main enemy.
It's fully neutralized right now. Looks like CSA's pulled off. I mean, if Union even sends a few guys over, I guess it doesn't matter. It's almost a full morale stage difference right now. Jeez. Union picks up one of those flags.
Alright, George Ebby, spread out on this left side. Keep spreading out. I need more men spreading out over here. More men with me. Get them in. Candy cane. Switch back to a rifle, please. You'll get to use that candy cane when you charge. Everybody spread out here.
Fucking come over here and do it, man. Go ahead and shoot me. My name
So you got another Union company moving up, trying to get on the left flank of the CSA line. But they simply do not have enough guys to hold this line. I don't know why they're holding. Should hold at the snake fence, but remember that angle we saw earlier was kind of hard to see down that hill where Union's holding. And Union's now going to countercharge this. Any second now, both sides are going to drop to their next stage. Union to breaking, CSA to last stand. Union starting to cap point, so it looks like you can cap it from this road here. It looks like they're going to hold that and force CSA to charge down on them.
That one, the red one in front of you.
Are we continuing to charge or firing?
No, you're sure. We're winning. Yeah, we're gonna win. Which ones will?
That is a very slow cap. That's the slowest cap I've seen with this many guys on it.
Yes, we're gonna go charge them, boys. As soon as they go last stand, we're charging right. As soon as they go last stand, we're gonna charge right. Mikey,
You heard him, gentlemen. You heard him. We'll be very soon, boys. Hide on this fence.
like any second, boys. Get ready, get ready. Get that flag up, though. We've got enemies on our sides. Yeah, we're gonna go hit them, boys. We're gonna follow me. We're gonna.
So
Could just put them in last stand.
CSA, you see those guys, they retreated, getting a flank. They said once they hit CSA hits last stand, they're just going to turn towards them and charge. There they go. So, the reason why they waited, if a CSA guy dies at this point, they don't come back. And so, here goes Union trying to wipe the Confederates off the face of the earth. They might still be on point if they heard him say hold the point. Union down to breaking.
I have come to save Christmas.
And Union charging a little trickled there. So it looked maybe for a second CSA would have prevailed, but in the end, Union winning that little charge. And these CSA guys are going to have a slow death here. If anyone picks up the flags, I will yell at you. Because again, CSA, they can't spawn in anymore, so what's the point of picking up the flag? That can respawn guys, and that's the only thing they can really do. Why is the point neutral? I'm shocked CSA or Union doesn't have it right now. Did they change how the point mechanics work? I want to look into patch notes here. Because that... Okay, Union's capping it fast. There's a lot of patch change notes. But CSA's trying to charge in to prevent Union from taking... Maybe it was just dead neutral this whole time, which that'd be crazy, and eventually Union took control. CSA trying to charge them out. You got Union guys collapsing on the left side of your screen to finish off CSA. And this looks like it'll be the end for CSA, potentially. And a lot of Union are not charging in here. They're sitting and shooting. You have more Union reinforcements streaming in on the left side of your screen.
Rambo officer! Rambo officer! I'm scared. West.
So, in the end, Union will get a very good win. Well, this is a first look here at Wagon Road. It's so neat to see these new skirmish maps, and also that snake fence destruction is crazy. So, with that all being said, well done to Union. I mean, at the beginning, CSA was spread out. Union took full advantage of it, hitting on both their flanks, collapsing in on both sides. CSA eventually was able to kind of rein things back in, and they were playing better than Union for a significant part, consistently defeating the Union detail and spreading them out, but they were never able to catch up on tickets, which is why Union was able to win that in such a decisive fashion at the end of the round. So, well done to Union. It almost makes you wonder if CSA was playing well the whole time, if they would have been able to even win that game. Because when they were playing well, they were still losing on tickets. Or maybe they weren't playing well and I was just missing that. But regardless, map is subject to change. But I appreciate you all watching this. I hope you enjoyed the new map. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. But besides that, we will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night.